Every month I do that same kind of dance where I panic, then I get paid and I'm like, phew. Because that's what anxiety does. It makes up stories in your mind. It tells you the worst case scenario is going to happen, and very, very rarely does the worst case scenario actually happen. Okay, so let's dive into everything I spent on vacation. Oh my God. You guys are so gonna judge me for this. Oh my gosh. So I have a really big day ahead of me, so I need a little energy boost. These things are so good. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. We are going to be doing a mid-month check-in. We're going to be checking in on my finances, my budget, plus I wanted to throw in a little, I guess, just check in with my goals and kind of what I talk about in my monthly reset. It's been a while since I've done a dedicated mid-month check-in, so I hope you guys are excited. Let me know in the comments, do you like these videos standalone? Do you like them when I integrate them into the vlogs? I'm always like trying new things, but I wanna know what you guys like best. While you're down there, you can also let me know how your November is going, how your Get Your Life Together November is going. If this is the first video of mine that you are watching, hello, my name is Zoe. I'm 27, I live in Montreal, and I love making videos talking about finances, mental health, lifestyle, all that stuff. So if you like this video, if you like what you see, please check out my other videos and subscribe. And whether or not you're new, please like this video, give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. So I put everything together yesterday and this morning for this video. I'm really excited to dive into it. But before we jump in, I really want to thank Majuri for sponsoring this video. Majuri is by far one of my favorite jewelry brands. It's probably the brand that I own the most jewelry from because I've been shopping there for many years. We have a Majuri store in Montreal now, but I used to line up every time I went to Toronto just to go into their showroom because I'm obsessed with their jewelry. So I'm all decked out in Majuri today, and I'm really excited to talk to you guys about their Black Friday sale. So Majuri is currently having their biggest sale of the year, Black Friday, which is 20% off everything with a minimum spend of $150 in Canada. The sale is available worldwide. The minimum just depends on where you live. I will have all the details linked down below. But if you've had your eye on anything, if you need gift ideas, this is the perfect time to buy because 20% off is obviously a great deal. I already find Majuri to be very, very reasonably priced for the style and quality of their jewelry. So taking another 20% off is amazing. Personally, my rules for Black Friday are stuff you need, stuff you've been wanting for a long time, and gifts that you're gonna give at Christmas or the holidays for people. So if you've had your eye on a pair of hoops or a certain bracelet for a while, this is a great time to buy. Also, giving jewelry as a gift for anyone in your life, I think, is always a good idea. I've never been disappointed opening up a jewelry box as a gift. So if you need any inspo, here is what I am currently wearing. I've got on this gorgeous gold bracelet. It is so dainty, and I think it's gonna look perfect with my watch. I stacked these two rings. We have the pearl ring on the bottom, and this I think is my favorite piece from Majuri currently. It is this diamond pave ring. It's so beautiful, especially with the red nails. It feels so holiday. I'm seriously just obsessed. It's so elegant and dainty. Then I have on this really cute gold initial necklace, Z for Zoe. They have so many cute initial pieces with your zodiac sign on it. So if you want to give someone a custom gift or get something custom for yourself, Majuri has really, really great options. And on my ears, these are the biggest hoops I've worn in a while, but I'm obsessed. They are aligned with pearls. And then in my second piercing, I put on these gold hoops. These, I think, are like your perfect everyday gold hoops, and these larger hoops are just so fun. I'm going to a birthday dinner tonight, and I feel like it's just gonna elevate whatever outfit I put on. You guys know me, you know I love jewelry, I love Majuri, and I love a good deal. So you can shop their Black Friday sale from now until the 27th of November. Once again, it's 20% off everything, minimum spend of $150 Canadian. If you guys pick anything out, let me know what you get because I love talking about jewelry. Thank you so much to Majuri for sponsoring this mid-month check-in. So as always, we're gonna start by talking about the feels a little bit. As I'm sitting here, I just looked outside and it's raining. November has been a crazy month and we're only at the midpoint. As I'm sitting here, we are the 17th of November. I feel like November's been really, really long. And at the beginning of the month, I dubbed this Get Your Life Together November, Get Your Together November. We'll call it GYSTN. And GYSTN has been my tradition for a very long time. I definitely stuck with it while I was at home, but if you guys keep up with my vlogs, I was in Arizona and Las Vegas for about a week. So that was not get your life together time, not at all. I got home a few days ago and I'm really proud of myself because I really dove back into my routine, which feels really good. I had an amazing time, but I'm so happy to be home. I think the key was ending the trip in Las Vegas because that just took it out of me. I wasn't even drinking or partying in Vegas. It's just such a crazy place. It's such an expensive place that you're just like, get me out of here. I want to go home. So definitely happy to be home. The trip really took a lot of energy out of me. We did a lot of hikes, we did a lot of walking, but I'm really grateful that I got to go. And I feel like getting away from home, getting out of my comfort zone, it really helped me disconnect from a lot of the stress and anxiety that I was feeling at home. I was really struggling a lot with just like never ending spirals of thoughts, worrying about retirement, a lot of financial anxiety. It felt like I felt like I couldn't escape it at home. And I got on the plane. I remember, so I had a connecting flight in JFK. I posted this thing on Instagram. I just like word vomited therapy it kind of out onto like an Instagram story of like, guys, this is how I'm really feeling. Like, you know, it's really easy for life to look perfect on Instagram, but I just like wanted to kind of share and be honest on Instagram the same way I do here on YouTube. And it was like, as soon as I shared it, it was like this weight off of my shoulders. I really stopped worrying while I was on that trip. And funny enough, as soon as I stopped worrying, a bunch of manifestation moments came in. And I don't know. I mean, it's always like that. It's always when we let go that the good news comes in and the good things start happening. Or maybe it's when we let go, we're able to realize how many good things are happening. But I'm just really grateful that the trip kind of threw me out of my comfort zone to allow space for better things. So now that I'm home, I'm trying to really stay away from that anxiety. I'm trying to just keep super, super busy. And like I said, I got a huge day today. So we're drinking energy drinks, we're staying positive, and that's kind of what's up. Now, on the money front, I'm actually feeling really, really good about money. The reason being is that while I was on my trip, I was basically spending from my savings because I had saved up for this trip in advance. So it almost like it wasn't my real money, and so I didn't have to worry. I spent a lot of money. We're going to talk about everything I bought and what I spent so far, but knowing that I saved up for it, knowing that I prepared for it and anticipated it, there's no guilt, there's no shame, and luckily there's no anxiety. So that feels great. Now we have less than 15 days left of the month. I still have a very full cash budget, and I just want to keep that frugal mentality here at home. You know, I feel like I really had my fun. I drank all the sugary coffee. I drank, you know, I ate at the nice restaurants. I did everything I needed to do on vacation. And now I'm like, I'm home. It's GYSTN. Like, let's be frugal. Let's like stay on track. So that's kind of how I'm feeling. I feel like I just rambled a lot, but that's what's up. So I'm going to grab my computer. I finally started to stickerize my computer. I got both of these stickers in Scottsdale. Okay, so going into November, let's run through a couple of my purchases. I'm first gonna name all of the purchases from home, and then I wanna specifically talk about what I spent on vacation because like I said, it came out of a different budget. So my first dining out of the month was actually pretty pricey. It was a poke bowl for $30. I also sent Maggie to the dog sitter for $35. I bought some groceries, which was only $6. Then I bought more groceries, which was, I went to the health food store and I bought like coconut water, and I bought spirulina powder, I bought cacao nibs, and all of that was $35. More groceries, this time for $52. I did have one very high moment that I started to panic about, I started to stress out about. Basically, we went to a birthday dinner for a friend of mine. Okay, I'm kind of shy to talk about this because I don't want like anyone to take what I'm going to say the wrong way. I'm literally just going to speak from the heart, and you guys who know my channel, you know me. I'm not someone who likes to spend a bunch of money at the restaurant. It's just not like I rather spend it on jewelry. I rather spend it on clothes. That's just me. And this is like no shade to my friend or anything like that. But my friend had a birthday dinner at a very expensive restaurant. It was like so expensive. And I went, and it's fine. I love her so much and she's a wonderful person. So it's worth it to celebrate her. It's just when you look at the bill, it's like, ouch. Okay. So I paid for both JS and I because one of his friends also had a birthday dinner the week before, and it was also super expensive. It was like this whole day long affair with like go-karting and then dinner and then drinks. So JS paid for both of us at his friend's birthday, and then I paid for both of us at my friend's birthday. It just kind of evened out and worked out that way. So altogether for both of us, this dinner cost $220 Canadian. That's with tax, tip, and I think one alcoholic drink each. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. When I saw the bill, I panicked. I was super annoyed. I was like, oh my gosh, so expensive. Like, this blows my dining out budget. It's more than the gifts budget that I had set aside. Like, what am I gonna do? And I'm really proud of myself because when I was sitting at my desk, I was looking at my computer, I thought, Zoey, you don't need to stress about it. This girl that you went to celebrate, she was so happy. You had a fun night. It's worth it to celebrate her. So just make it work. So what I did was I drained my gifts budget. So $180 I took from my gifts budget to cover part of the bill. Then I took the remaining $40 from my dining out budget. Splitting it up like this made it a lot less ouch because, okay, $180 in gifts, I actually had all of that cash already saved up. It doesn't hurt me that much. And $40 in dining out, well, I just spent $30 on a poke bowl, so it's not so bad. So splitting it up like that, just being calm and rational, really helps me work through that moment that could have been a real source of anxiety, pain, complaints, even resentment towards my friend, which I don't want to have. At the end of the day, I'm an adult. It's my choice if I want to go to this dinner or not. So it's like, if you choose to go, I want to just be happy about it, not stress about it, that kind of thing. Continuing on with the what I spent, I got a huge bag of Maggie's food for $100. I got my probiotic subscription, so I subscribed to Ritual for my probiotic. I actually meant to skip it this month because I'm not finished my previous month, but anyways, $80 on probiotics. Probiotics are so expensive. I do feel like they work, but man, they're expensive. And I've tried various brands. I've tried Seed, I've tried a cheaper one. I don't know. I just don't know is all I'll say. For Treat Yourself at the beginning of November, I bought myself a new pair of mittens. I'm so excited about them. They're so cute and they were something that I had my eye on for a long time. They were more expensive than the $36, but what I did was I bought them from Simon's, and Simon's gives you, if you're part of their rewards program, you get like cash back at the end of the year on a gift card. So I love Simon's, I love shopping there, and I had basically the difference between the price of the mitts and the $36, I had it on a gift card. So girl math, right? I think I mentioned it in my monthly money that it was like a purchase that I was anticipating. So I'm really happy I made that purchase. The last things that I bought were more groceries for $27. I got my nails done the other day for $57, and I bought my skis for $340. I had said that I wanted to buy skis for about $400, found an amazing pair for $340, so it was even less than I anticipated. I had put the $400 aside, so we're under budget there, and that was really, really exciting to get those skis at such a good price. Now let's talk about what I spent on vacation, because it's a lot of money. Like I said, I had saved up prior to this vacation, and I have like a special savings account called Vacation Savings. In that account, I had about $2,100, which is a lot of money. I bought my flight to Phoenix on Amex points, American Express points. When I was in Phoenix, I stayed with my friend Gracie, so there was no cost of lodging. We ate out like pretty much every single meal except for breakfast. We didn't buy groceries or anything like that. So there's a lot of dining out costs that I'm about to tell you. Then I was in Las Vegas with JS. I paid for the hotel on my American Express points once again, and he paid for the return flight home. Okay, so let's dive into everything I spent on vacation. Oh my God. You guys are so gonna judge me for this. Oh my gosh. So all of these prices I'm about to say are in US dollars, and then I converted everything at the end. So coffee and breakfast, $13.72 US, which is less than Canadian for anyone. Coffee and breakfast, $13.72 US. Breakfast, $30 US. Lunch, $21 US. I bought a bathing suit from Target because I forgot mine, $32 US. Only ended up wearing it once. I super regret that. I did fill up Gracie's gas tank because she was driving me around and everything, so that was $47 US. I bought energy drinks at the gas station for $6.24 US because we don't have Celsius in Canada, and I just wanted to try it. And then there was the Kim Aid lemonade Alani. Had to try it. I bought iced tea for $4.42 US, $28 dinner, another coffee, and oh God, okay. This was in Las Vegas at our hotel. We stayed at Caesar's Palace, and there was this like brioche restaurant, whatever, like little cafe stand in the lobby. And one of JS's colleagues said, oh, it's so good. We get in line. It's $8 US for a cappuccino. Like, are you kidding me? The little brioche was $9 US. So we look at this menu. We're like, no, this is not happening. There was a Starbucks in the lobby, like further down. And so we figured, okay, like Starbucks, it's corporate. It must have like consistent pricing. It's probably going to be cheaper. Let's go there to get our breakfast. So we walk through the casino. We walk to the Starbucks. It's the same price. So I think Caesar's Palace are literally just, what's that expression? Like grifters, like they're just ripping at people off left, right, and center. And I'm sure they set the prices in their lobby. So we figured, okay, if we're gonna spend this much money, we may as well try something new. So we didn't get the Starbucks. We went back to that original place and spent $28 on 2 coffees and a brioche. In case anyone's new, the way that I split things up with my boyfriend, we do not split things 50-50. He will pick up the bill sometimes, I will pick up the bill sometimes. Every once in a while, I get a comment being like, why are you paying for your boyfriend? He pays for me a lot of the time. I don't go through and read his purchases. He probably spends more money on me than I do on him, being fully transparent. He makes more money than me, and this is just the way that works for us. We both find it very fair, and we check in with each other. Are we good? Are we fair? Is everything okay? Yes. And so that's just the way that it works. He's not cheap. I'm just not reading his purchases because they're his purchases, not mine. All of these are not in order, by the way. So I got drinks at the saloon that was back in Arizona. We went to Buffalo Chip. I bought a drink for myself and for Gracie, $21. She later bought drinks for me. Same thing, right? Instead of splitting everything 50-50, you give, I take, I give, you take. Coffee, I think this was for both Gracie and I. This was definitely not in Las Vegas because $12 for the 2 coffees. I did a Target run, bought some stuff from Target, $46. I bought a souvenir in Sedona that cost $26. I actually bought a deck of tarot cards. I'm so excited for that. Then dinner, $26.77. I bought some souvenir stickers for $8.64. That's a lot of money on stickers, actually. That's Scottsdale for you. I bought a travel pillow because we were on a red eye coming back from Las Vegas. So I bought a travel pillow in the airport. It was so worth it because I have a really hard time sleeping on the plane. So I was like, F it. It was $55, worth it. Then dinner, oh, this was at the Cheesecake Factory. I got dinner at the Cheesecake Factory for $2, $80.50. And then coffee and a snack, $17.83. I withdrew cash. Once again, I got ripped off at Caesar's Palace. I withdrew cash by accident. I just wanted to see what the ATM fee was. And when I pressed cancel transaction, the machine said, here you go. So the fee was $10. I withdrew $20. Like I was literally just testing. I did not mean to take this money out, especially with a $10 fee. But when I said cancel, the machine spit it out and gave me a receipt and said, thanks. So I got screwed once again. I guess that's just Las Vegas, my God. So $30 US. And then I had a couple more purchases here in the vacation category. These are actually all in Canadian dollars now. So we have $10 coffee, $8.65. I bought a burger, more coffee, $12, lunch, $22. I bought breakfast at the Montreal airport, $25. McDonald's at JFK, $19, and there was a $75 resort fee that was not covered by my credit card points of $75 Canadian. So when you convert everything, when you add everything up, I will give you the total in a minute. But leaving for vacation, if you guys watched that vlog, leaving for vacation, I said, flights and hotels aside, I would like to spend $1,000. I said, if I spend $1,000 on this trip, that's a lot of money, but I'll be good, I'll be happy, and the $1,100 or $1,200 left in my savings account, I'm gonna put towards Christmas, and that was my goal. As I was going through the trip and I started to realize I'm spending a lot of money, I meant to keep tabs in my head, but of course I did not. That is another reason why I do so much better with the cash envelopes, because when it's on credit, I just spend it and forget about it. But as the end of the trip was nearing, especially in Las Vegas, where I just felt like I was getting ripped off left, right, and center, I started to worry that I might surpass the $1,000 budget I had set for myself. So yesterday, when I sat down and input all of this, I was really happy to see that the total was $891. So right under budget, so happy. It's still a lot of money. Like to spend almost $900 in 1 week is no doubt a lot of money, but I saved up for it. The money is covered. I have already started the withdrawal process. So the money is like in transit to my bank because that savings account is with Wealthsimple. So now I'm transferring it to my bank to then put it all onto my credit card and we're good. So that is everything that I spent on vacation. And that's everything that I spent this month. I just ended up going through the long list. I know you guys like hearing the individual purchases. So there you go. That's also a treat because I never ended up filming the what I spend for October. I just completely ran out of time. Let me know if we still need one for November or if it's going to be too repetitive. I don't know what I'm going to do. But now if I take a look at my budget tab just for November and I see the categories, the budget that I set, the actual amount that I set, and the remaining, I see a lot of green, which makes me really, really happy. I still have quite a bit of money left over in my groceries budget. I still have my home budget, treat yourself. Maggie's budget is doing great. Literally all of the categories are doing great except for personal care, where I did go over because of those probiotics. And the gifts category, I guess I'm over by $20. But all that being said, the budget is on track. I feel very confident for the end of November. It's such a wonderful feeling taking care of your finances. I just want to say that. And I was never that person who saved up for a trip. I would just book the trip, spend whatever I wanted, and deal with the consequences later. And it would give me so much anxiety. I would feel so much guilt afterwards. I would feel like I'm unworthy of taking a trip, that it's just not something that I like to do or spend money on. But this was my first ever trip that I really fully budgeted for. And it's so empowering. It's so empowering. So if you are someone and you want to make traveling one of your goals, you would like to travel more, I think what I did was I was putting aside like anywhere from $100 to $200 a month into this special vacation savings account. If I didn't have it in its own separate savings account, I don't think I would have used it for a vacation, because I would have told myself, no, you don't need it. It's, you know, kind of that whole like, you're not worthy, like whatever. I would have been like, save it for a rainy day, save it for a rainy day. But I'm so glad I went on this trip because, like I talked about at the beginning, this trip allowed me to get out of my head. It allowed me to welcome more positive things into my life. And so all of that is worth it. Obviously, you don't have to go as hard on the coffees as I did. You don't need to go spend a $10 cappuccino at Caesar's Palace. You don't need to do all of those things, but budgeting for and then allowing yourself to live these wonderful moments, I think is so important, and you're worth it. That's what I want to share. So to wrap up this video, let's talk quickly about some of my upcoming money goals. $500 to my emergency fund, which will fill up my emergency fund to $10,000. That is a huge goal that I've been working on. So if I can hit that in November, that will be amazing. Then I would like to contribute $500 to my retirement savings account, $200 to my first time home savings account, and the leftover money, so over $1,000 to the Christmas savings. That is so exciting. Plus I have my cash Christmas savings envelope, which I'd like to continue putting money into as well. Hopefully with my cash budget, there will be money left over and I'll be able to save even more for Christmas time. So mentioning those goals, I feel like it would be nice to also mention my income so far for the month of November. Now, when I was looking at this yesterday, I had a tiny moment of panic because I have earned less than $1,000 so far in November. For anyone who's new, I am self-employed. I do YouTube and I also do freelance copywriting. And for me, most of my paychecks come in. Copywriting usually comes in around the 20th. AdSense usually comes in around the 20th. And sponsored videos, those just kind of come in sporadically. But typically I will get the bulk of my payments towards the end of the month. That's why I only do my budgeting. Like when I sit down and do my budget, that's why I only do it once a month, because otherwise it's just all over the place. If I wanted to sit down and do my cash envelopes in the middle of the month, I just wouldn't have enough money in my bank account. Like right now, there's not a lot of money in my bank account. And when I see that, my tendency is, of course, to freak out and to lean on that lack mentality and be like, oh my God, what are you gonna do? There's not enough. And once again, I'm really proud of myself because when I got there, it was this morning when I was sitting on my desk, and yesterday afternoon a little bit. Yesterday afternoon, I panicked. And this morning I thought, wait a minute, it's not the 20th yet. Everything happens around the 20th. Just wait, you're fine. Every month I do that same kind of dance where I panic, then I get paid and I'm like, phew. And it's just so, it's not healthy for the mind to live in that constant yo-yo. So what I told myself this month was like, if you're gonna panic, at least wait until the end of the month. You're not allowed to panic until the end of the month. And I'm sure that when the end of the month comes around, everything's gonna be fine and there will be no need to panic. Because that's what anxiety does. It makes up stories in your mind. It tells you the worst case scenario is going to happen, and very, very rarely does the worst case scenario actually happen. In terms of upcoming purchases, I have 2 really annoying purchases that are coming up most likely in November. I have car insurance. So basically I changed my car insurance in, I think it was September, and none of my payments went through. So every month I thought I was paying my $100 car insurance, but I wasn't. So now I owe them $400. They sent me a registered letter in the mail and were like, you haven't been paying your insurance. And I was like, what? I thought I have. So it's super annoying because it's like $400 that I thought I already paid. And anyways, so I owe them $400. And I have to get my new winter tires, which I'm assuming is going to be somewhere between $400 and $600. And I need to get on that right away. Of course, there was also the skis, which I did end up buying. And I mentioned that in the what I spend. So those are my money goals. Now, I thought it would be fun to also just really quickly check in on some of the goals that I set during my monthly reset. I know this is supposed to be a money focused video, but let me know if you like including some of the non-financial goals in this video as well. So when I looked in my Gentle Productivity Planner at my monthly reset, I thought it was so funny because 3 out of 3 of the manifestations that I wrote down have come true or are coming true, and barely any of the goals I set for myself I've done. So some of the goals were to do a no spend week. I haven't done that yet. To do my Eastern time week. Haven't done that yet. Limit my dining out spending, sure. Bringing my budget back down. I guess I did that, but we'll see if I stick to it. I know I will. Embracing the cold, sure. I mean, I was gone for a week. Cleaning inside my car, haven't done that yet. Selling some of the stuff in my storage locker, haven't done that yet. And holding on to fall, I actually feel like I've done that. Now, so the goals are not going great, but we still have half a month left. For the things I manifested, 3 out of 3 are on their way to coming true. I said that I would love to sell out the planners, and the planners are almost sold out. Currently, the champagne color is sold out, and there are only 30 left of the pink ones. So it's very likely that we sell out, and at least one color has sold out. So I'm so happy about that launch. Thank you also to everyone who purchased. Like, it seriously makes me so happy. I hope you love it. I have planned a work retreat. I'm actually going to be going next week on a YouTube specific solo trip, solo little retreat here in Quebec. So excited for that. I said I wanted to manifest more copywriting work, which I have done that. I have so much copywriting work, like so much, and that an exciting new brand deal comes to me, which did indeed happen. You just might be watching the video that's sponsored by that brand. So that's your little update on my non-financial goals. You guys, that is a wrap on this video. I meant for it to be short and sweet, and we kind of did it. So once again, let me know in the comments how your November is going. Let me know how you want to see these mid-month check-ins. What's like your ideal mid-month check-in video from me? Is it short and sweet? Is it longer? Do we go through all the purchases? Do I go through all the purchases and still do a what I spend video? Let me know. Don't forget to check out Majuri's sale, 20% off for Black Friday. Once again, it's from the 20th of November to the 27th. There's something for everyone on that website, and their stuff is so beautiful. I will stop talking now. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.